I was eating fast food probably twice a day. I maybe had one home cooked meal. There was days where I didn't cook at home at all. So this weight loss journey started around 2019. I hired a fitness trainer and she basically put me on to a bunch of knowledge that was going to help me kind of kickstart my weight loss journey. I decided to get a trainer because I really felt like I wasn't doing enough on my own, and I felt like I kind of lacked knowledge, I lacked information, and I lacked accountability to actually get somewhere with my weight loss journey, because my entire life I have been overweight since being a child. So I really just let things go, just didn't do much. Like, I would work out in the gym here and there, I would have a salad here and there, but I never stayed consistent enough to really drop some weight. So yeah, in 2019 I met my boyfriend, and as soon as I met him and we started our relationship, I was just like, all right, I gotta get a hold of my weight because I'm not so satisfied with how I look. So I decided to hire a trainer, and basically my trainer just put me on to mad knowledge. She told me basically how to eat, what to eat, when to eat. She put me on to some workouts that was going to help me lose weight. I wasn't very consistent with her. I had maybe about 5 to 10 trainings with her, but for me that's really all it took to really just push me in the right direction. So yeah, during this time while I was working with her, I was basically kind of low-key comparing my lifestyle to hers. She has a nice body, she has nice skin, what is she doing that I could kind of replicate so that I can see some results in my life? And I realized she was eating a lot cleaner than me, and she was a lot more consistent with her workouts. So that was basically the lifestyle that I tried to apply to my own. So I realized she was eating a lot of fish, she would eat a lot of greens, avocado toast, smoothies, and things like that. So in my own way, I started buying those things at the store. And also, one thing that played a huge role in my weight loss was the fact that I watched a couple of documentaries on Netflix. I watched Fed Up, I watched What the Health, I watched Game Changers, and those all inspired me to switch over to a plant-based lifestyle. And this all happened during the same time period. So it was basically God was telling me okay, you need to eat cleaner if you want to see results with your skin, and you need to eat healthier if you want to drop some real weight, girl. So I really just started taking serious everything that I put into my body. I started reading ingredient labels. My trainer gave me a little bit of knowledge on how to read nutrition facts, and yeah, just expanding my knowledge on the food industry and what's in my food and how foods can affect my body really changed my life. And like I said, I always struggled with acne, so deep down inside I knew that something that I was eating could be triggering my acne. For example, growing up, a lot of people say don't eat fried foods, drink more water, don't eat cheese. But eliminating those things from my life weren't necessarily feasible because I lived with my parents. I was eating school lunches. I felt like I didn't really have control over my diet at such a young age. But in 2019, I was in college, I was hitting adulthood, I was making my own money so I can go to the grocery store. Everything that I bring into my apartment is what I'm gonna eat. So I'm not really tempted by outside factors, if that makes sense. And yeah, in general, it was really just a matter of me making healthier food choices and not looking at it as a temporary lifestyle, but more so you're not gonna go back to eating fast food every day and beef and pork. Like, you're gonna focus on fish and baking and boiling and low-fat meals, using less oil, using healthier ingredients, buying more vegetables, shopping in the produce aisle. Those were all things that I wasn't necessarily used to. I was eating out every day. I was eating at the dining hall. I was Grubhubbing food. Even when I did cook, I was cooking, you know, soul food. You know, black folk, we gonna throw down when we cook. So, you know, I was just making what I was used to and what I grew up on. But I really had to learn how to make those meals that I really, really enjoyed and turn them into healthier plant-based meals. So if you know about my channel, or if you follow me on Instagram or know anything about me, I am vegan. I'm team plant-based. And yeah, what helped me on this journey was basically taking everything that I used to eat and making a healthier version of it. So instead of me going to McDonald's and getting a McFlurry, I would go to the grocery store and get like a coconut milk vegan ice cream, or I would get like some coconut milk yogurt and some granola with some strawberries or something like that. I legit figured out how to make everything that I loved to eat, how to make it healthier. And when I tell you that that was the key to my weight loss, like, no joke. I was online looking at recipes. I was texting my trainer every time I could, like, yo, I really want this right now. How can I make this healthier? I was learning good eating habits. I was learning how to read ingredient labels and nutrition facts. I was learning the difference between what they tell you is healthy and what is actually healthy. I really learned how to put thought behind the entire eating process, a habit that I was never taught, a habit that I didn't grow up on. Just the concept of being conscious and understanding that everything that you put into your body will play a role in your health. It's gonna play a role in how you look, from how it's grown, and choosing organic, non-GMO foods, all the way to my method of cooking my meals, what I season my meals with, everything. For most people who grew up on a standard American diet, that's just not how we look at food. We look at food as something fast. We look at food as something that should be satisfactory and not necessarily wholesome, not necessarily nutritious. And that was basically the problem. That was the problem with why I had found myself at 250 pounds and overweight, unhappy with how I looked. And I basically had to reprogram my mind to understand that food is much more than a meal that you put on your plate. Food can be healing. Food can help you lose weight if you're eating the right foods. And if you watched the video up until this point, the one point that I would drive home if you are trying to lose a significant amount of weight is you have to change your entire outlook on food and how you nourish your body. Prioritize plants, prioritize the organic, local, plant-based meals. If you don't know where to start, or if you feel like you can't afford to start this journey, or you don't know where to start, you don't know how to start, like, focus on not finding excuses and start somewhere. You have the knowledge that brought you to this video on at least one step that can push you in the right direction. And if you can sit here and watch this video and listen to me and my journey, you can definitely make steps today, right now, to put yourself in a position to lose weight, change your life, feel better about your body, live a better, higher quality of life. My life changed by choosing a vegan diet. I am 80% plant-based, and 20% of the time I am just a plain old vegan. I do not touch meat, I don't touch dairy, I don't touch egg, I don't touch fish. I prioritize plants in my diet. I really don't eat white sugar. I don't eat white salt. There's just a lot of things that I really try to stay away from, just because they're not healthy. They're highly processed. I have my way of living. I know not everyone wants to live the way I live. Not everyone sees a need, but I do think that it's very important that we all just have a simple understanding of foods, the food industry, how foods get to our plate, how foods are prepared. And I'm so blessed to say that I lost the weight naturally, and I was just able to accomplish such a milestone in my life, coming from a place where being the bigger girl and being overweight was a part of basically my personal brand. And I didn't like that about me, and I found a way to change it. So yeah, if you're interested in more videos like this, definitely leave me some comments. Tell me what y'all want to see. I want to know directly from you guys what videos you want to see. I'm going to try my best to put out more content. Of course, definitely follow me on Instagram if you don't already. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate all of the love. I appreciate all of the comments. I appreciate every single like, every single subscribe. We really appreciate y'all. And yeah, let me know what y'all want to see in the next video, and I will see y'all soon.
Don't be so focused. Niggas